Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about being virile, how to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. All right, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends. Of course, give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey. And of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram. Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video, we're talking about your smell, because you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, help you naturally raise your HGH and your testosterone. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about your pheromones and how you smell. And I mean, right there, you guys might want to just cash at me right there. I know that might sound a little crazy or condescending or whatever, but nonetheless, your smell and your pheromones is connected to the way that you produce testosterone. And I know that might sound like, how does that have to do with anything? The fact of the matter is, the more in shape you are, the more testosterone you produce, the more manly you're gonna smell. Yeah, that's right. Can I get a yeah? Yeah, I don't know why I just felt like America. I just had to get one out real quick. You know me, man. I'm just getting back from the gym, and I'm smelling pretty, smelling pretty right myself. Smelling beautiful. You know what I mean? It's been a couple days now. With hygiene and stuff, I believe, in taking care of yourself and, making sure that you're healthy. Hand washing is key, man. Of course, man, when you're around the gym, you're around the house, whenever you're cooking, washing the hands, I definitely, that's what I'm all about. And of course, brushing them teeth every day. I don't care what you smell like. You always got the chance to, brush your mouth every single day. I'm talking flossing. I'm talking, I use an electric toothbrush, a Braun, a Sonicare. I got them both. And when I'm back there, I'm like the dentist with the tool, all right? I'm not just slapping this thing around my mouth. No pun intended. We're talking about that huge piece of meat, slapping at the knees, dropping to the pecs, making you your best. Give it a kiss. How you doing? You know what I'm saying here. But I'm talking about, I take care of my teeth. I really believe the key to your health starts with your mouth, man, and it's the window to see how you're doing, and it always gives you a reason to smile. So anytime that you get to brush the teeth, it gives yourself that brush rush, like after coffee, it's a great time to do it. And I really recommend doing it at the end of the day. Great floss before you go to bed. Brush it all away, brush all the stress away, smile away, and that's a way to get into the construct, a way to get yourself into the growth, a way to get yourself into the flow. And you know me, man, I'm all about, keeping this clear, because like I say, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep the mind clear. And that's really what it all comes down to. We're talking about pheromones today. We're talking about every single day. You know the way I got to start it. Before my feet hit the ground, go ahead. You know the sound. Take this breath with me. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful, because gratitude is the attitude. I'm feeling really happy today because I just got back and I'm not rushing my flow. I'm doing that wu-wei flow. I didn't have to do a mukbang today. And I know that might sound like an orgy or something, but you know what I mean. It's that Korean word for eating on screen. And today I did it, right before I got to feed my cat C a little bit. And I fed, of course, my wolf and my bear. Everybody loves tuna over here. And, it's just something that, I feel like you got to share with those that you love, man. And, I'm not, some people are really hard on, like, yeah, not feeding my animals. They're going to rob my gains. And it's like, dude, that's no way to look at it. You know what I mean? I feel like you got to spread love out there. And you know me, I might as well share this matrix hack, since we're talking about love every single day. No matter who you hear on the phone, where you're at in traffic, if somebody just comes on your mind, just anybody, if you see them, just think of this. I intend on that person, that soul, to have a beautiful day, feel love in some kind of way, and you go along your day. And that's a beautiful way of hacking the matrix. Another quick way is getting that pump, because I always got to show you that energy and love is always in the air. And I love to just show the mind and the grow, because the mind muscle connection is real. The feel is real. So go ahead and write that down. The feel is real. You can't deny, no matter how many sets that you're doing or whatever you're doing at the gym, if you're going heavy, if you're going light, if you're doing it right, you're feeling the grow. You're feeling yourself expand. You're feeling your muscles fill with blood. And Arnold Schwarzenegger would even talk about, yeah, when I'm at the gym and it's like I'm coming, like, yeah, you put the arousal into your muscles. And we're talking about, we're talking about growth. And like I say, Paramahansa Yogananda, he's the one that says the mind is the wielder of muscle. And, it's a magical book. Steve Jobs read it. He intends on all of us to read it that believe. And like he says, the ones that believe that are crazy enough to change the world are the ones that do. And you could see the pump coming through. So whenever you got to get one last rep out, you go ahead and you say this mantra anyways. I am magic. I am divine, and the universe is on my side. Another one I like to say is I'm so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, more defined, abundantly. And then the last one, when you really got to get it going, because I'm naked in a chair, sweating, skin glowing, hair flowing, and body growing, spirit knowing that I'm doing something right, and I'm boiling up that sweat. It's an icebox outside, but it's hot in here. And like I say, when you gotta get that one last rep out, you go ahead and you scream and you shout, or at least say it in your head, I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, getting lit. 2020, feel the growth, smell that. It's a beautiful thing, man. You gotta smell the virile, being a virile male, man. Just tell you, it's a beautiful thing. And for that, I say salute. Oh yeah. Antifreeze. I don't know why I feel, I just love saying that. It's from that Hulk Hogan movie, Suburban Commando. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah. Feeling beautiful. Now I feel like I gotta drop this bun, have some fun, relax it up a little bit, because once you get that pump going and that grow going, I'm telling you, just getting back from the gym, and I was intending on taking a shower before this, but it kind of it occurred to me that so many people are so hung up on taking a shower, like they pride themselves on it, like I shower, it's all right, you know what I mean? Like, you don't work out all day, but yeah, I shower every day. I got the best soaps. I wear cologne. My scent game is just all right. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, the best scent game comes with taking care of this till it comes within. You know what I mean? You got to take care of what's in here. And, the better, you take care of yourself, the better it's going to perspirate. And you got these commercials about, do you sweat at the office? And it's like showing a guy in a dress shirt, and it's just like, dude, he's wearing a dress shirt in an office. It's like these people should be wearing sweatpants and tank tops. I mean, you want to get rid of sweat, wear a cutoff. You know what I mean? That's just the way that's at least my philosophy. And I just feel that anybody that's working in an office building, I mean, to answer the phone, what do you need to be wearing a suit and tie for? And to sit in a chair and do stuff on a computer? I mean, not for nothing. They're just, the world's constantly getting better. And like I say, it's all perception based anyways. And, when we're talking about the way that you smell, it's a conditioned thing throughout society and humanity, where people are kind of drawing us away from each other by being disgusted by one another. It's like you shouldn't feel threatened or intimidated or disgusted by the way somebody smells. I mean, because essentially it's just like, dude, all it is a scent. I mean, animals, a couple wolves in the woods, they smell each other. That's how they say hi. I mean, it's like another layer of communication. And a lot of people don't want to participate in this, but nonetheless, when you go dive deeper into cultures and more ethnic people are more open to the way that they smell. Eastern, or American society, really, wants you to wear Old Spice and Axe body spray and all this, you know, whatever you got to put on you just because, you know, they're telling you that you smell like garbage. You know what I mean? And like, don't get me wrong, like everybody's got like a wear mark of where you're gonna, you know, start to really, you know, like just smell bad. And you know, when you're going to the gym every day and you didn't take, you know, you're on a 3-day gym load and you didn't, you know, you didn't shower for 3 days and you've been gymming every day. Yeah, that's not the best scenario. But be as it may, if you're not like working out every day and getting the sweat going, you can go a couple days without taking a shower or wearing deodorant. And I know that might sound crazy to you, like, oh, there's no way I can't go without my deodorant. I can't. Let me tell you something you probably didn't know. For everybody out there, somebody's dick's getting hot and somebody's pussy's getting wet. So never let your insecurities ruin anybody's happiness. And that's really what I'm coming to. And when we're coming with love and we're coming with the way that, you know, you smell beautiful, you got to be proud of your scent. And you shouldn't be covering it up every day with deodorant. You should really get more in touch with how you smell, because the pheromones and all this stuff is correlated with your testosterone levels anyways. The more testosterone you got, the more manly that you are, the more you're going to smell. And, you know, people might be like, well, I don't stink and I love to shower, this, that, the other. And it's just like, you know, some people don't mind getting dirty. You know what I mean? Some people like it. You know what I mean? To each their own. I mean, maybe some people's ideal scenario is just, you know, making love in an Irish Springs body wash ad. And that wouldn't be a bad scenario. You know, you got the waterfall over there, and you're gonna smell like, you know, like pine needles or something. Either way, that's a beautiful thing. But what we're talking about, anyways, is you know, don't be ashamed of the way that you smell. You're a beautiful person, man. Believe in who you are. I believe in you. And usually, like, all these things about, you know, the way that you smell is all coming from within. Because, like I say, the universe is a mirror. And if you're putting fear out there, if you're inside here talking about, oh my God, I stink, I forgot to put deodorant on, it's like, dude, you took a shower last night and you're going to an office, like, relax, or wherever you're going, you're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? You're gonna smell beautiful, and you gotta tell yourself that and understand that people smell beautiful. I mean, especially, you know, like when you, like I said, when you're in that wear mark of, you know, not obviously being overdone. And like I said, it's all, you know, opinion based on, okay, if I go an hour without, you know, if I get out of the gym, it's immediate shower, and it's like, all right, to each their own. But, you know, I don't think it smells bad. It's just, like I said, when you're piling up day after day after day, and then it starts to give you, like, you know, like a more, you know, I guess, an aged smell, or whatever you want to call it, like, because it's just so many days that are stacked. But if you're just talking about one day, you missed the deodorant, and it's like, though, just get that, you should be more inclined to, you know, see how you smell and be proud of who you are, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man, because, like I said, man, you know, we're all from the stars. What's inside of you is inside of me. And like I say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones that make you. If you believe that you got to shower every day, then by all means do it. But I mean, if you feel that you don't need a shower, then hey, you know what? You ain't got to do it either. And I feel that there's people out there that, you know, they don't have to wear deodorant. And, you know, like even Matthew McConaughey, like, you know, like there was an article a while back that he talks about, like, I don't know, man, you know, I don't wear deodorant, and that's all right. You know what I mean? I said to get you a quick McConaughey in there. But I mean, you know, I feel that if, you know, when you go down the holistic rabbit hole anyways, and you really want to go dark skies and novel and really talk about the barium and the aluminum and putting all the aluminum in your bloodstream, and it's like, you really think about that real quick. You know what I mean? You think about, what is that antiperspirant stopping a body from sweating? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And the fact that your body's supposed to naturally sweat, and you're putting on an antiperspirant to make you stop sweating, that doesn't seem no good for anybody. And you don't, and then, like, you're going to tell me, well, where are the Tom's deodorant? Where are the natural blah, blah? You know, I'm just saying, to each their own. You know what I mean? Not all of us want to smell, you have the stink mixed with the smell. You know what I mean? Some of us just want to smell our own brand. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you want to smell what you are. And, you know, at the end of it all, like, whether you have, you know, a deodorant on, if you stink, it's just going to smell like stink with a spray. You know what I mean? So, like, you're getting at nothing. You know what I mean? It doesn't really solve anything. I mean, you know, if you smell like garbage, spraying some Axe on it isn't really, you know, helping anything. At least, you know, like I said, opinions vary on that. But be as it may, what we're talking about today is the more that you naturally raise your testosterone and your human growth hormone, your pheromones are going to naturally just be more on alert. It's something that makes you more animalistic, makes you more anabolic. And these are things that are part of, growth. And the more that you're growing, the more that you're smelling. It's just like, kids going through puberty their first time, like, they got videos, make sure you shower, like all these videos, because you guys are some stinky animals out there, whatever the hell, whatever they're talking about. It's just like, dude, that's the social conditioning at its finest. It's like, you don't stink that bad, you know what I mean? Just give yourself a chance, and you got to let yourself acclimate to the smell as it goes, because, the more that if you're somebody that's constantly just spraying deodorant on you every day, you're not giving yourself, your body a shot to, adapt and acclimate to your natural brand. And when you're just, like I said, you're covering it up all day, you're taking it away from yourself. You're getting out of your own, you're taking yourself away from source. Because at the end of it all, we're all connected at, one level or the other. You know what I mean? You shouldn't let a smell, stop you from, connecting with somebody. But like I said, to each their own. Of course, I'm not talking about, rolling around and some, making it really, really stink. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you can go a couple days and it's a beautiful thing. Now, with that, I feel like, I got to definitely get me another couple sips. This is something that makes you smell good. Oh yeah, you put whatever you put good in, you get good out, man. That's really what it comes down to. Like coffee, beer, opinions vary, but I feel like that it makes your sweat smell. It's got a nice smell to your flow. And some people maybe not. But then here's another thing. Like if you're somebody that's eating fast food all day and you're eating a whole bunch, your diet is like a whole bunch of grease and sweets, and you're really not working out in a way that you're just blowing it all out, you're gonna stink more. Especially you throw some Marlboros on there, some Newports, you got cigarette and beer smell. Smells like childhood, you know what I mean? But what I'm talking about is when you smell, when you're smelling you're smelling what your diet is. So whatever you put in, man, it's gonna come out. If you have a healthy, clean diet, and I'm not talking about going crazy and going down, like I said, going down that holistic rabbit hole and starting to think that everything's no good for you. Because I've done that, and that's no good for nobody. Because like I say, if you think McDonald's is like you're eating Play-Doh and battery acid, then essentially you are. But if you're in your mind, you feel like, this is meat and I need some protein for my gains, and I'm not eating this every minute of the day, and this is beautiful, you know what I mean? It makes me feel good. Then you're gonna feel beautiful about it. But if you're sitting there on a guilt trip, like I shouldn't eat McDonald's, I shouldn't eat Taco Bell, blah 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 blah, then that's not the answer. I feel that all this stuff is, the more information that we get, the more clouded our vision gets on what we're trying to manifest. Because there's a 2-way, 3-way, 4-way, a million different ways on a street to go, and this guy's going to tell you why you're doing it wrong. You just got to be on the side that makes you feel right, and when you're doing that, you can do no wrong. Hey man, if eating McDonald's makes you feel beautiful, then by all means do it. And if being a vegan makes you feel beautiful, then by all means go ahead, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. There's no wrong way to this, and that's really what I intend on you to know, is that you got a shot at anything you want to manifest, and you don't have to get lost down everybody's path, because there's no right or wrong answer to this. You have the right answer. You go with the heart. You go with the feeling. And if it feels right, then it is right. You know what I mean? And I say, all right, all right, all right. Double McConaughey. I just had to get you with a twofer in there, man. And like I said, man, we're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. If you guys really want any help with me setting up a program for you to naturally raise your testosterone and your HGH, I got other videos where I'm talking about hacking into the construct before you go to bed, talking about, channeling that, your third, we're talking about the chakra system, that crown up there, the third eye roaring back there, that pituitary gland where the human growth hormone is made. And when you're in those dream worlds and you're seeing them lights and all that stuff, and you're getting some recollections, that you can just think and know that you're growing. That's really what that all comes down to, and your penis is on the root. That's where your testicles are. So that whole fire line of truth, of love, that's all there for you. And you can definitely incorporate these practices into your own manifestation. And I got a whole bunch of different ways and techniques that are continuously ongoing and continuously helping me grow, and they're channeled through me, and I'm here to help you formulate the best. Because at the end of it all, there's no wrong way. You don't have to do things you don't have to do a certain set thing every day, but you can find stuff that you can do every day to help you manifest what you need anyways. And that's a beautiful thing that I'm going to close on. Oh, I'm going to give another salute real quick. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, make sure you guys hit me up, drop me an email, all right? Really, get at me on that, and then make sure you're checking me out on my social media. I can't cease taking care of the neighborhood. My wolf and my bear always there. A couple Pekingeses, whole bunch of cameos this year. Who knows what's going on? 2020, I'm feeling it. We got beautiful things coming. Some travel. It's gonna be a lit year, man. I'm really feeling it, man. I intend on you guys to spread some love today. Feel some love today. Feel the magic today. Understand that you are magic, you are divine. The universe is on your side. We can increase our size. Be the giants that we are. We're talking heads in the clouds. We're huge. Not worrying about the little gremlins at your feet. Not stopping on your best friend's house, but being up here and understanding that nothing can touch you, because what's in here is clear, and that's where beauty appears. So I love you guys. I'll be seeing you around. Peace.